starts right about now, and it's a good start there off the front from Suarez Yadav, and it's going to be all about the charge down towards that opening Mercedes-Benz Arena section as they go on through. It looks like it's all nice and clean at the moment, but watch for the braking markers as they look to try and jam on in and make sure they all slow up quite nicely as they go through. And Yadav already gets a bit of contact, and through, I believe that's Raj Tula, who may have just taken the lead as he goes on through, as it might actually be Tej Patel, not quite too sure, but it is Yadav now in second position onto the start, and already all more contact. There goes Raj Tula, so to speak, now into troubles, and he's going to have to be very cautious about the way he joins back. He's now down into 12th place.
Mia has moved up at least about 4-5 positions. Yes, she has. Already up to 6th position again. Good start by him, and so is Aro Ravindra up to 9th position. Where is Amit Kuti? He's stuck in traffic. He's on number 13. I was trying to look at Steve Smith. He's moved to number 9, and Mia on the move. Can she move up to number 5? She can, but there's a little bit of contact. Possibly a car turned in a flip as well.
Didn't quite catch who that was, but it's someone up and over and in trouble then in the early sections as Garvit Loader here currently at the front, but Tej Patel is starting to claw this gap back down again, and this is the worry that Loader had. Loader had. It's the case of, Mia Rose in the background there, just going off into the gravel. There was contact going through the big right-hander there that leads up to this long straight, so Mia Rose is dumped right back down the field. Here's Raghav looking to try and jump up into the top 5, but immediately issues then in the opening couple of laps, but Raghav not close enough yet to go and make that move. Is behind that Steve Smuts. Mirrors full of Amit Kuti here, who is determined to try and charge through the field at this early stage.
Drago Badoja tries to dive in on the inside, should be trying to make an overtaking maneuver. Does that stick? We'll come to that in just a little bit as Steve Smut somehow managed to keep that pressure on him. Amit Kuti chasing him down, so is Aro Ravindra. So the championship leader in the format of Amit, along with Aro Ravindra, along with Steve Smut in 7, 8 and 9 respectively at the moment.
They can't afford to get bogged down and frustrated. It's that sort of race. Tej Patel takes the race lead away then from Garvit Loader, and did so with a very, very accomplished move through the S's section, or through the arena section. Loader now into second, Navneet in third, and there is Oshan Kapadia, who has a little bit of time to play with in 4th place, because Suarez Yadav is holding up everybody 5th on back, and that's the main contenders. He takes the big wide line. In fact, he's gone way too wide. He's in the gravel. Now is Oshan Kapadia. Is Garvit in 2nd position right now. Navneet Kumar is now your race leader, so Tej Patel has dropped 2 places, and that has brought Navneet now up into position number 1 here in this field, and now it's his turn to maybe think about breaking away, as there's the move for 2nd and 3rd. Patel then going to the inside, trying to pick this one off, and is he good enough on the brakes to make this one happen? It certainly looks like it from this angle. Amit Kuti goes purple, sets the fastest lap. Patel now up into 2nd position, and Kapadia back onto the back, looking to try and get through. Smuts has lost the position now to Ravindra as well, so finds himself in 9th place to Ravindra's 8th, and Arrow needs to be aggressive and attacking very early in the way that he gets things going. Yadav under pressure from Budaraja as well, as in fact that's Amit Kuti just about getting through on the outside to move up into top 5 territory. Make that move as Kapadia's 2:03.9 becomes the fastest of the day.
Well, he's on the move, and he really needs to get a move on first. Now he's going to fight for the second as well, as he tries to drive in on the inside. The braking needs to happen at least 100 meters before that corner. It gets even more lighter, because when you come to turn number 2, you really don't have a reference point as to when you want to get onto the brakes. But this time around, Oshan Kodaria somehow manages to keep the pressure again. He should get a clear track ahead of him as he comes to quite a corner. No, he doesn't. It's still made to defend.
Well, he's got to pick up the run off the exit here, and I think that was the plan here from Oshan, because he'll just breeze on through Tej Patel, jump up into 2nd position, and now keep an eye on Mia Rose though. She's absolutely flying back through the field. Had an incident on lap 2, which saw her demoted down about 10-12 places, and now back up into 11th place, trying to challenge Lalicha back. Go through, we go on board here with Oshan Kapadia, trying to find that move, and trying to find that place. The red proximity arrow that you see on your screen, it shows who's close in front and who's close behind. At the top, it's in front. At the back, it's behind. And Ahmed Kuti can see has firmly planted himself on the rear. But look at the toe that Kathadia is going to get here against Navneet Kumar down the inside into turn number 1. And no arguments about it. The race lead changes, and Kathadia now has to hope that Navneet can hold back Ahmed Kuti for at least a half a lap to give himself some form of daylight.
Good move.
Kathadia currently in control at the front of this race, but Steve Smuts getting a really good run here as they come up Van Bogen, and you know what? Just lift out of it and let him have it, says Aru Ravindra. I'm not in the mood to fight at this moment in time. This is a case where he can maybe use Steve Smuts' pace to try and pull him along, or get pulled along, and try and get past the likes of Navneet, and maybe hope that Kathadia and Kuti come together and there might be penalty positions being put into place. Minutes or so, it's Oshan Kathadia who really got the best start of all of those drivers in the mid-pack here today. Really moved up, got to P5 at the end of lap 1. By lap 2 was up in pole position, and then just had one little moment down at this corner earlier on in the race, which would have been a heart-in-mouth moment. But the key here for Oshan is that he's just managing this race from the front. He doesn't have to worry too much about behind right now. We know that Ahmed Kuti is not in a position where he's able to strike. Third position, he's trying to get himself to the top 2, but they're just a little stretch too far, and I think the podium may be all that Steve Smuts is looking for, and he's hoping that the likes of Oshan Kathadia gets overtaken by Ahmed here, and that he can close on that gap here for what is going to be the extend his gap, sorry, I should say, in third place in the championship. Ahmed trouble there through in that corner. Kuti taking advantage of going through maybe a mistake, a slowdown of some sort, and Kathadia loses out, but he's now going to have to try and battle that one back. That came out of left field, and suddenly Kathadia wants the inside. He's not going to find it that way here, and he's going to have to be forced to take that long road, the road hard travel. No, he dives late to the inside, trying to cover it up, but he can't slow it down, and Kuti will dive back through and take the race lead again.
Ahmed Kuti, the new race leader. The hard work has finally paid off. Oshan Kathadia made a mistake there. All that he needed was no mistakes towards that particular corner, and he's finally done that mistake there.
Aggressive when he's needed to be, patience when he's needed it, and this has been the all-around professional drive which many people will be looking at here in terms of the Volkswagen Motorsports India brand, and saying that's the sort of driver that deserves to be driving come the end of the season and getting themselves a license for an entire season's worth of racing. It's the consummate professional drive. Top the first double-headed champion winner of a round. Ahmed Kuti takes the double here at the Nürburgring.
Well done, Ahmed Kuti. Steve Smuts brings the car home at number 3. Aru Ravindra somehow limits the damage at number 4.